Yo guys, it's Scottish your boy Biggie Talks. Back again with another video. Obviously this video is gonna be a bit different from my usual videos. I just want to touch on something that I've kept in for such a long time, and it's kind of been something that's I wouldn't say eating me up, but it's just bothering me, innit? And I just wanted to talk about my uni experience, being in a relationship and my uni experience. And a lot of people said, don't get into a relationship, don't do this, don't do that. And for me personally, it's just I was like, you know what, let me just see how it is, let me try it out. You feel me? And it was just, for me personally, it was just it was alright, you feel me? I ain't gonna sugarcoat anything and just say everything was nice and good. Obviously there was ups and downs, but it's a thing where it was kind of one of the reasons why I left uni, you feel me? Because I haven't really spoken about me not being in university anymore. Obviously I made my last video on uni dropouts and guidance, and it's a thing where for me personally, after my situation, I just had to be away from the environment. That's I just had to be away from that environment because it was literally just eating me up inside, and I wasn't focused, I wasn't concentrated, you feel me? So I was just always trying to go out, partying, doing all sorts just to avoid what I was really going through mentally inside, you feel me? Because it's a thing where I didn't really want to speak to anyone about what I was going through in a situation. I just wanted to keep it to myself, you feel me? Obviously a couple of friends knew that, but I just didn't want to go out and say, oh yeah, just because I wanted just to be respectful about the situation, because a lot of people can be hot-headed when they're going through things. They're just oh, F this person, F that person, because they done this to me, they done that to me, you feel me? Obviously everyone has a reason for why they are the way they are, you feel me? And people being involved in me being involved in something like that is I probably wouldn't have to know everything, because some people like to keep things to themselves. They don't want to discuss, they don't want to talk about things, you feel me? So at the end of the day, for me personally, it was something I learned from a lot. I didn't see it as a negative, I didn't see it as a positive. I just saw it as an experience where what can I gain mentally? I gained something mentally from this, you feel me? It made me mentally stronger, it made me more focused, it's made me more goal driven. If I'm feeling down or some sort of way, I'm gonna keep on I'm gonna pause, I'm not gonna quit, but I'm gonna keep on going, I'm gonna keep on being consistent. And because it's a thing where a lot of people have gone through these situations where some haven't made it, some just fall off, some just don't want to do what they want to do because that certain person has hurt them and stuff like that. But for me, that's made me think on the reason why I have to chase what I need to do, chase my goals, chase my dreams, you feel me? So it's a thing where I look back on it now and I'm wow, what I'm saying, that really happened. I'm not gonna look back on it or be oh, I'm gonna talk down that person, I'm gonna talk down that person. At the end of the day, we both made it out to better ourselves. You have to just be in different environments, you feel me? And it's good because that person's doing good for themselves, I'm doing good for themselves, you feel me? I wish them good. I don't want to say anything bad. Obviously I've had thoughts in the past where I thought I was saying things bad, but at the end of the day, I've always had to wish a person positive, you feel me? Because if you do good onto others, good things will come to you, you feel me? So it was just there for a reason, it's just there for an experience. So I don't have to hold any grudges or hold any burdens, because a lot of people be oh, why do you do that, why do you do that, you know what I'm saying? Just at the end of the day, I'm in a low frequency now where if anyone's doing me wrong or anyone's doing me good, I still show love to them, you feel me? Because at the end of the day, karma will serve that person, you feel me? So it's just one of those things that kind of teaches me a sense of maturity, that I'm growing as a person. Because a couple years ago, I probably wouldn't have taken it lightly. I would probably just gone would have just started going out, you know, start doing all sorts of nonsense. But as I'm maturing now, I can actually take accountability of my actions, and I don't blame anyone but myself. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously I, you know, followed through with the actions and everything like that. But yeah, man, it's just one of those things where, you know, I just look back on it, I'm like, oh wow, you feel me? Because like, I probably wouldn't even have done, you know, my videos because of, you know, all of this, you know, because it's just something that really set me. Because when I was in that environment, yeah, when I was in uni, yeah, I was just slacking. I was set back. I wasn't really going to lectures. I was just always like messing around, playing around, going to malls, going outside. And like, bearing in mind I'm 23 years old, like, I don't really have time to waste. So it's a thing where me being home now is always a reason for me to be, you know, home. You know what I'm saying? Because so I can work, so I can prioritize things, you know, that I actually need to do. And being home alone has like changed me like mentally to the point where I'm more focused because I don't have any distractions around me. I don't have anyone telling me, I don't have anyone shouting my phone, I don't have anyone screaming me. It's like me versus me. Literally, I look at me every time when I'm in the mirror and say, yo, we're gonna do this today. I don't care how hard it is, I don't care how you feel, I don't care who's got into your head, doesn't matter, I just have to keep going. Because at the end of the day, people look up to me and I look up to a lot of people, you feel me? So it's a thing where I don't want to let them down, you feel me? Because if I'm letting them down, then I'm letting myself down, you know? So yeah, it's just a thing where how I am now, I just have to show love to people, you feel me? And if I've done anything wrong to someone, it's like, you know, if I've done anything wrong to anyone that's watching this video, just like forgive me for anything I've done to you, you feel me? And in the day, like, we go through a lot of stuff, and yeah, but the thing is, I feel like we just need to speak out more on things, because I feel like a lot of men are afraid to, you know, talk on their situations with like someone they've gone out with, or they just don't want to talk about it, you feel me? They just want to hide it in. So I just encourage, you know, guys, just speak up, but speak up in a respectable manner. Don't speak up in a way it's just gonna you violate the person, or you call the person out, because I don't feel like that's acceptable. Because obviously, like I said earlier, you know, we all have our issues, our personal issues that we're going through. So you can't really blame people for doing what they want to do, because at the end of the day, you can control what you want to do. You feel me? It's not a thing where you always have to slander that person, because at the end of the day, you're disrespecting yourself. You're lowering your morals down. So, like, yeah, personally, for like first years or second years or anyone, I want to say, don't make getting into a relationship in university a priority. Like, at the end of the day, if it happens, it happens. Like, test out and see how it is. But I would recommend it, you feel me? Because at the end of the day, that we're all young, we all need to have fun, you feel me? We don't need to take things seriously. You know, obviously there's a time and place to be serious here, but what I would say is don't put your head in too deep, you feel me? Because you don't want things that are gonna escalate to another thing that will just, you know, be all mad or mess up, you feel me? So all I would say is, yeah, just go and just focus on what you need to do. Obviously have friends, socialize and do that, but apart from that, I would recommend it, you feel me? I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe in this video. Yeah, like I always say at the end of the video, have love in your heart. If someone showing hate, show love. Peace, guys.